With part two of the Dokkan 10th anniversary upcoming, I know a lot of y'all are interested to know how many stones will actually be arriving during this part of the celebration, so you could better plan out your summons and things like that. And someone did go ahead and put together a list of the amount of stones that we'll be getting. And again, shout out to Annie for going ahead and providing that to me, Slightly Annie on Twitter. Either way, there actually is a decent amount of stones that we'll be getting in the next few days. And, some of it is situational, but, we could actually just talk about it right now. So, if we take a look here, there is, again, just a bunch of different things. So we'll be talking about how exactly you get these stones during the video and what exactly you're going to be able to kind of farm up depending on how good your account is, things like that. But if we take a look here and we consider the best case scenario of all these stones, you're able to get a total of 315 stones at minimum during the part 2 celebration, and again, maybe could be more or less depending on what you're able to farm and what other events specifically are able to give you. Now, in the best case scenario, we'll be able to get up to 395 dragon stones, which is quite a decent amount. That is almost 3 rotations on the brand new banners that will be coming out. And we'll just hop in and talk about all the content that's upcoming is really the main point of this video here. But I think, the stones aspect are really what people are looking forward to. Now, these stones are all spread throughout the actual part 2 of the anniversary, right? I guess because part 2, if you guys don't know, starts later tonight, right? On the 10th, basically, for most people. For me, it'll be the 9th at like 9 p.m. Pacific time. Then the part 2 banners actually drop in about 5 days, right? Give or take 5-6-ish days. So that's when we should expect, all that to happen as well. So there's going to be kind of a split between there. And we can go ahead and take a look right away in terms of the stones that you're going to be able to farm tonight and everything that's coming out. So if we take a look here, yesterday we had the ultimate thrilling battle. That is an event that already did dropped. That is considered in this. And, this event is not the most difficult. It could definitely catch you off guard. But essentially, you just want to go ahead and deal the max damage cap. And then you want to clear with a bunch of different type characters. So you see 4 AGL, 4 tech, int, STR physical, right? And just by clearing all these missions, you do get a total of 16 dragon stones. That's including clearing the actual stage itself. You get 1 stone. So overall, pretty nice, decent amount of dragon stones that you already are able to farm right now. As soon as this video is uploaded, you can farm this event for some extra stones. But then again, we have upcoming content that is, also appearing. We have the training in the clouds event, which is down here. Now, this is a remastered event of this very old, like Mr. Popo training kid Goku. It looks like it's just gonna be Mr. Popo on the image, probably. Now, what is happening with this event is that we'll be able to collect the proof of mastery, and that's by doing these missions down here. And you just want to clear the event as many times as possible. There's no event limit. And this event kind of is like a mix of the Natate Village event, and we're assuming it's going to be a mix of this event too, the Stay Strong Superheroes, where again, you're able to basically farm these water bottles from this event. And in the actual store, you'll be able to, or I say store, but the Baba shop, you'll be able to trade in for dragon stones. Might be what it's going to be with these metals. It's not 100%, so like it's a little asterisk there. But based off of the superhero event, you're able to trade in up to 22 stones. So it's possible that you're able to get a good amount of dragon stones just from this training in the clouds event alone. Just want to bring that up again. Well, I guess 20 stones and then the 2 from clearing this. This stage is also going to be really good for link leveling, which I might make a separate video on that entirely. But when this event actually comes out, we'll be able to have 2 different options. This is basically Natate Village, and then this is like Natate Village, but just better. So we'll see how exactly this works. But again, that's one event upcoming. Now next we have the Goku Red Zone and the Vegeta Red Zone, right, for their different stories. And we have these 3 stages upcoming. Now these stages seem like they could potentially be difficult. I'm going to talk about them right now if you want to go ahead and forward a little so that you don't get spoiled by the bosses, right? These bosses look like they could potentially be somewhat difficult. I mean, we've had these bosses already, start to hit really hard, but specifically, not this Beerus fight, but the Beerus and the Vegeta fight right here. This guy He does an AoE. No, he doesn't do an AoE. He disables dodge. He locks your character. He greatly lowers your defense. And, after he receives a lot of attacks, he gets a huge buff. So we don't know how hard this guy's going to hit. But this guy could be a pretty difficult boss just for a one-phase boss. So I'm really interested to see what that Beerus is going to be. I mean, this Frieza does have a damage cap. Right, again, when his HP is 50% or more, he performs a crit on his super attack, right? We'll see how these events actually end up being, but I would assume they might actually be like genuinely very difficult fights. Now, in terms of getting the missions done, you just want to clear the stages, but then for the Majin Buu Saga stage, you want to run a full Majin Buu Saga team, which is not really difficult. So again, keep in mind in this stage, for stage 4, you want to run Majin Buu Saga to get the extra stones. Then right here, we can see in stage 5 for the Vegeta fight, which is against Beerus, you want to run Exploding Rage, which, I mean, I didn't look. How good is Exploding Rage? Is Kid Buu on this team? Let's take a look. Exploding Rage, man. I want to almost find it real quick. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I just found the team. I mean, you have the Broly's, Beast Gohan. You could definitely get away with it for sure. Janemba. I don't know if Int Janemba is not on here, is he? No, it doesn't seem like he was. He'd be right here. Attack Beerus. Yeah, you could run the Broly team. That would probably work out just fine. Especially because it's an early fight. Like, this Tech Broly would be good. This guy has Hyper Manage, so okay. Yeah, no, you should be okay. If you have the characters. You needed the specific Broly team, though. If you don't have that, I don't know what you're going to do. So, good luck with that, chat. But those are the red zones, which do provide 44 stones in total. Then we have the Dragon Ball Super plus GT store, the DB store, and the Dragon Ball Z store. We're able to see again, there's a lot of stages being added to this. There's the new, free-to-play Demon Game Piccolo and Trunks Kid. These are a very easy event. These are just story events, so you won't have to worry about like, oh, these events are going to be really hard to clear. It's going to be very easy to go ahead and do that. And, if we take a look at that all together, that is a total of basically over 50 stones alone. Social media posts, it seems like we're going to get 2 stones from there. Dokkan Chronicles is also getting some additional stages. These are just, using the different years, right? We're going to get the 8th, 9th, and 10th year. That's going to go live again tonight. You just want to clear with the mono team. The very last stage, I guess, if you want to get these missions done, you want to run mono teams, but that's not specifically for stones, just for the Baba Shop exchange. Link level event is only just this, where is the King Kai? I guess it's not upcoming, but this event right here, Master the Dream Technique. If it is reset, you'll be able to get 1 extra stone here, and you get link level keys, so you make sure you go ahead and clear this. Again, you could do it 3 times every 7 days. Very, very important to make sure you get that done. There's, of course, the weekly Dragon Stone ore that's going to be upcoming this weekend as well. And, this is going to be resetting permanently, so this is 5 stones. Basically, just make sure you play the game, use stamina, etc. Not a difficult event to get. There's Anniversary Battle as well, which is on the 13th, right? So keep in mind, all this stuff that I just talked about was on the 10th, which is tonight. But some of this stuff is going to be dropping in a few days, such as like the 12th, we're going to get the actual ore. The 13th, we're going to get the Anniversary Battle. Now, this is going to be stages 6 to 9, so all the way up to the 9th anniversary. Or actually, my bad, all the way up to the 6th anniversary. There's some decent equips here. From what I'm taking a look here, you want to go ahead and just, again, it's a bunch of different teams. For the 5th anniversary, you want to run Time Travelers and Full Power. There's a decent amount of characters on those teams. For 5th anniversary part 2, you want to run Battle of Wits and Terrifying Conquerors. Okay. 6th anniversary, you want to go ahead and do, it looks like Universe Survival Saga. Yeah, so it's like 6th anniversary. Part 1 doesn't actually have any category missions, but part 2, Universe Survival Saga and Defenders of Justice, right? Okay, that's going to be interesting. So the stage is 6 to 9, huh? Let me take one look here. Yeah, so that's 4 whole stages from the 5th and 6th anniversaries. Doesn't seem like the worst ever, but yeah, I think at the end of the day, that's if you want to get the equips. You pretty much only have to clear the stages to get the stones. You don't have to worry about the category, right? Again, despite clearing this event, you will get all the extra stones. So as long as you clear the stages, you should be fine. Last year, like the very last stages actually were a little difficult. This year, I don't think the 5th and 6th anniversary ones will be very hard. Now we know that on the 14th, the Supreme Magnificent Battle, and then the Battle Hardened Foes event, they're both getting some extra stages, and these ones could actually be difficult. Now, this stage right here, the Dragon Ball Z Part 1, wasn't actually too bad. It was a longer fight though, but now we're going to be able to get to Dragon Ball Z Part 2 and Dragon Ball GT. Looking here, I don't really think any of these bosses stand out to me in the Dragon Ball Z Part 2. But in Dragon Ball GT, we have this Gogeta boss. He locks, he crits, he lowers your defense by 50%, right? And a lot of these bosses will start to lower your defense. So this Gogeta could be very hard, potentially. He could be like a really difficult boss. So it's going to be interesting to see how hard he is. Now, in terms of the missions, just clearing the fights. And then you want to clear the stage 3, which is DBZ2, with a full artificial life form team. Then you want to clear stage 4 with Inhuman Deeds as a category team. So if you want to start building teams for those ahead of time, you definitely can. But they drop in a few days, so it's not really the biggest deal. We have it. 3 stages of battle-hardened formidable foes. Luckily, all you have to do is clear the stage. You could use 4 items and a support memory. These first 3 stages were pretty tough though, so I expect these stages to be really difficult. So it might be something that, you know, only like high-end account, you know, would be able to go ahead and beat it. Of course, we're gonna have the Gogeta Dokkan event that drops on the 14th/15th. Then that's basically all the stones that are guaranteed besides trading in the clouds. But we could potentially get 80 Dragon Stones from top grossing. And then the SNS campaign is guaranteed to be coming, right? We just don't know when the SNS campaign is actually going to officially drop. That's if, you know, you went and did the Twitter thing where you liked and retweeted all the posts with the hashtag. That's basically guaranteed. So that's 350 stones. And then we could basically get another 50 from top grossing. So this is also including the dailies. And then on the 15th as well is when I think Namagoku and Full Power Frieza will drop. So that is another 66 Dragon Stones. We don't know what the weakness is going to be. We don't know when they drop exactly. So that's why I waited to kind of talk about that until the end. But if you do all this content, you'll be able to get a decent amount of stones, up to 400 essentially, including top grossing. And then that's not even including any other content that might also come out. So decent amount of stones, right? For sure. And I think I just wanted to go ahead and make a video talking about this since I didn't do a data download video. Anyways, that's a lot of me yapping. Let me know what you guys are thinking, who you're going to summon for first. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.